Oh, there you are, YouTube. We are going to do a random ranking, and what that means is I'm going to go to my movie collection. I'm going to pick out 3 movies at random with my eyes closed, and then I will rank them from most favorite to least favorite. Let's go pick some movies. The movies will come from somewhere in this vicinity. Here, down there, back there, anywhere. Okay, the movies have been chosen. Let's look at them together to see what I grabbed. Okay, like what I'm seeing. First film, Independence Day. Next, oh, okay. Star Trek, where? Into Darkness. And finally, Cube. Is it The Cube? Nope. Cube. I've only seen this once. So this will be interesting. We got one that I've seen once. We got one that is sort of in the middle, maybe. I don't know. I'll talk more about this in a minute. And one that I've seen many, 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 many times. Let's see how I rank them. Okay, this is the order in which I showed them to you. We have Independence Day, Star Trek Into Darkness, and Cube. Independence Day, grew up with this movie. This is one of my favorite movies when I was growing up. I mean, that's kind of redundant, me saying that. Special effects at the time, even today, were amazing. There are a lot of great special effects still happening in here, especially this scene. I love practical effects. I remember seeing TV shows or specials or something like that that would cover how this was done, and a lot of the explosions throughout the city were done, and it was pretty amazing. I mean, Will Smith, instant star after this. Jeff Goldblum is perfect in it. Really reminds me of my dad. And Bill Pullman, you know, that classic speech everybody knows. And you know, I don't watch this every 4th of July, but I feel like the past few I have, you know, it's a somewhat half tradition, you know, just kind of depends. Star Trek Into Darkness. So I think I might be giving things away here from what I'm about to say, but I don't like this movie. I mean, it's not like terrible, but when it comes to the new Star Trek movies, and even all Star Trek movies, I put this one down pretty low. I don't like how they did Khan. I think he was miscast. Benedict Cumberbatch, I think he was a miscast. And I think what should have happened was, you know, maybe we're still dealing with him the entire time, Benedict Cumberbatch, but I think he should not have been Khan. He should have been, the name escapes me right now, but one of Khan's like henchmen. And his entire plan throughout the film is to release Khan and get, you know, and then maybe with a third movie, then have like the real Khan played by somebody else that is not Benedict Cumberbatch. So yeah, this one's not my favorite. I like the first Star Trek reboot film and the third one, but this one just doesn't really do it for me. I mean, I'd still watch it, but this is an example of a movie that I have only seen probably a couple times, and even though I've only seen it a couple times, I'm not in the mood to watch it very much. This one here, Cube, I have only seen one time. This was my wife's film. She introduced it to me, and it's very independent. Basically, people just sort of wake up trapped in this cube that has multiple cube rooms in it, and they just sort of have to find their way out. It's, I don't know, it's a, I don't know what low, like I guess low budget sci-fi film. But you know, it's pretty interesting. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's a unique film that you're not going to get with standard sci-fi. At least I feel like you get this story, but not maybe done in this way, because there was a Predator movie that was done like this with, man, who was in it? I can't even remember now. Adrian Brody was in it. I don't know, the guy who played Venom in Spider-Man 3, why can't I think of his name from, you know, that 70s show. Why can't I think of his name? Anyway, yeah, there's like a Predator movie that sort of had the same premise where people just wake up and they're in a place and they have to get out of it. So, based on what I said, I think it's pretty clear what my ranking is going to be. This one goes at the end. Then this film, which I've only seen once, I'd like to get more acquainted with it, and I thought it was enjoyable and sort of unique. And then Independence Day. Amazing special effects even for today in many of the scenes. And it's one I grew up with that I am extremely nostalgic for. So that's it. This is the order. Independence Day, Cube, Star Trek, Into Darkness. Have you seen any of these movies? And if you have, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? Because I want to know. I guess perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.